Today we're going to be making pesto. It's the height of basil season in the farmers markets.
And there's so many different kinds of basil that you can make. Basil pesto, you could make, different varieties, Meg. This is
the Thai basil, really a little bit spicier to it, I think.
Yeah, not as this strong basil that we're all familiar with, but there's also other greens that you can make with your pesto. Today we're making it with cilantro. All right.
So we're gonna put in some basil, about a cup of basil leaves,
or I would say about a bunch. Just pick off all the leaves. But remember, when you're doing it, the brown leaves that look kind of yucky, you don't want to add those to your pesto. They're not as fresh. But it happens when they, if you're storing them in the fridge. And then I'm going to just take a bunch of this cilantro, and I've just roughly chopped it. And now we're going to go ahead and first I'm going to pulse it for a second, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, quick pulses. Now Meg, go ahead and we're adding 3 full garlic cloves. You can add more or
sometimes
less.
we probably add more.
Definitely more than less. And then you just want to kind of mix that up. And now we're going to go ahead and add pine nuts.
Add some of the pine nuts in.
This is a ½ a cup of pine nuts. Again, you can add more pine nuts if you like. And again, we're going to just pulse it. And last.
Yeah, and I mean, if you don't like pine nuts, you can always do a different type of nut, like a walnut, a pecan.
Or a sunflower seed. If you're allergic to nuts, you can add pumpkin seed. Oh, hemp seeds. Definitely great.
And we're going to add some.
This is Pecorino Romano.
Pecorino Romano cheese.
It's about a cup. But sometimes if you're a little intolerant of dairy, you don't have to add the cheese and it comes great. It does. All right, so I'm just gonna mix that all up, blend it well, and then Meg, we're gonna just add enough of the olive oil to just make it the right consistency to hold it together. Again, that's to your discretion. So we're just gonna keep this on and just pour it. Keep going, Meg, keep going. Keep going, a little bit more. And we are there.
So what you notice is it's good when it's, I think you want to mix it.
Yeah, here, I'll blend it just a little bit more. So it's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's just right. So this, smells really good. And this is cilantro basil pesto. So once you made your cilantro basil pesto, or pesto of choice, there's many different things that you can do with it. We like to freeze it, and we kind of reuse our containers. What the Pecorino Romano comes in, or your Parmesan cheese comes in.
Leftover hummus containers.
Yeah, great. That's right, because it's a nice little size depending on how much you want to save. You can also save it in little ice cube trays. Okay, and make just little bits, because pesto's so delicious when you add it to your stews, your soups.
Yeah, everything for pastas. I mean, and it's
pizza.
Because there's so much of it right now. It's so cheap at your farmers markets. You make this ahead of time and freeze it, and it'll last you all through winter. So
yeah, so
really
sometimes
great.
I would just put it up, and I would make batches of it. And typically one batch will give you 2 full containers to add to so many different recipes.
There's so many different other ingredients you can add. We're going to have the full recipe on careergirlskitchen.com. Check it out where you can see all the other varieties too. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, where we're constantly posting new stuff. So we hope you enjoy it.